If you click on that link, we'll find out.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Mighty Misfit Menagerie place called the Netherdeep or...
It's Call of the Netherdeep.
And we haven't done this in a while because we have been leaning on our lovely Rio to run some Vampire, but we are doing two games this evening if you are watching live, and if you're not watching live, hopefully the other game will be up shortly. We're doing 2 hours of Call of the Netherdeep, followed by a brief intermission and 2 hours of... Oh, Lord, I lost words. Thank you.
Dawn of Flamas. And if you're hoping for vampire content, there is a lot coming.
Yes. It's going to be like alternating Vampire and Netherdeep, and then Vampire and Starfinder like every week for a bit.
At one point, there's a vampire.
Yes. I think that was this week.
I love it, and it's kind of like our Met Gala because everyone talks about the clothes they wear. And unlike the other games where we wear the same clothes every day for an entire campaign.
I appreciate that we talk about the clothes in Vampire, but we don't talk about the smell in D&D.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation exists for a reason.
Does anyone have that?
Shit.
I don't know if any of you do.
I also don't have a nose.
Sean.
I don't either.
Sean, birds actually have a fantastic sense of smell. Sean always smells wonderful, so.
And Belle.
Well, because he smells like Belle.
Oh, okay.
That's a little.
He always smells fantastic, like a horse. You are famous for smelling fantastic.
Everybody knows that.
As we rejoin this campaign that we haven't seen in a little bit, I think, as Selena said, November 19th. So we're here on January 14th as the actual recording date. Would you mind catching us up on what's been missed?
Yes, we were at the Festival of Merit, and we were making our way around town.
Yes.
Walking past.
This is past.
We were homebound.
No, we weren't.
Dax, Sean, and Cassius were at the rice paddies, and Irvin teamed up with Sean. So Irvin's from some, outside people.
He got really annoyed when I said I let my friends win.
And then the other two teamed up, and then yes, Cassius and Dax won. Valray and Char, since we didn't quite make the flight, we headed to an arm wrestling challenge. The reigning champ there was Meryl Broadswain, and Valray was like, yo, let's go, and she wins. Maggie shows up, Valray wins again, and so Maggie accompanies us as we go over to the Riddle Challenge. The three boys meet us there, and I win the fucking riddles. And then we just kind of go, let's fucking party. And the fanfare kind of begins. The big crowd is like moving towards something, so we follow them. These elder orcs make these announcements, and they're like, there's going to be 2 teams. You're going to go on this cool race, and that'll be the final challenge. And so it's a race through a grotto, and we take some some water breathing potions, and we begin.
Blood.
First there's a shark with a spear. We take care of that. Valray gets this amulet. Then a pillar cracks, revealing this hidden place. So we go in there, and Char kind of goes in there first and finds this amulet, which triggers this apparition that starts talking to us. And they're like, come with me! And we all kind of pass out and go to some sort of weird void. And the apparition's like, help me, and they're creepy, and they have these vein chains or something. And so he talks about the Moonweaver. His name is Alexian.
Didn't he talk about Rudis, or what's the red moon called?
That's Rudis.
I think that was one of the riddles, though.
No, I
Or
thought
did
he
they
talked
talk
about it
okay.
too.
Probably.
Maybe we need a
Rudis
replay
and-
of the speech, because
Yeah, we might want to do this.
Moonweaver's all I got.
We could definitely do that.
Moonweaver, I beg of you, I pray, Alexian lost in
Oh,
dark,
unless Margaret just
save me.
wrote it down.
Save me. That's all I have. I didn't get the whole thing.
For
I
you.
totally forgot we were in dire straits.
I don't know about dire, but
We won.
definitely,
Yeah.
We won handily.
And so he doesn't say anything about Ruidus directly. It was in the riddles, but he does refer to the one who touched his pendant as Moonweaver. And all of you were able to hear what was played in Char's mind. So you all did get kind of his thing about save me, I am lost in darkness long ago, praying to the gods, and being imperiled in a temple of evil.
Well, I hope whoever touched his pendant had consent.
Char, did you have consent? I mean, you did grab it.
You can't just go up to people and grab their pendant.
I claim finders keepers,
Okay, fair.
losers sweepers.
That's fair.
And
None of us are losers. So.
That's true. Yeah. Nobody's crying here.
okay, so are
To
we
derail that.
interacting with Alexian, or is it like that's the end of the apparition and we go back to our bodies?
So after that happens and you're kind of standing in that dark space where the floor seems to have been removed from you and you only see this person begging you for assistance, you feel consciousness leaving you as if the pressure of the water were crushing the life out of you. Alexian's voice is the last thing you hear before you pass out, with saying, "Save me, please." And about a minute later,
I was like, and then?
The end.
We're all new characters.
yeah, it's really weird. They start this thing, and after the end of the first chapter, they just wipe the party. It's like
Planescape. We have to have
Exactly.
3 characters to play.
no, but as you all start to come to out of this sleep, a few of you are being nudged carefully. Cassius is being shaken violently as you see a party of 5 others standing over you, trying to rouse your seemingly lifeless for a moment bodies as each of you gasp for air, the taste of salt water still leaving your mouth. And the one that was shaking, go ahead.
Have the amulet still?
You still have the amulet.
I hide it.
The one that was shaking Cassius violently is the small goblin cleric who you might remember as Dermot. Wake up! You can't die on me! You can't die! There's nothing wrong with you! I've done the healing!
What? Where are we?
Kind of falls back next to you as that noise has roused the rest of you now. The blue-tinged half-orc. Does anybody want to explain to me exactly what happened? I'm willing to concede. You all won. Don't get me wrong. But this... How did the shark do this?
There, what?
To be honest, I'm not sure any of us really know. We kind of got into this room. Char was in the lead, and then
You
we
know,
passed out, and then I had a weird fucking dream about some guy on
so
the
I
bottom
kind
of
of I move over to you. I think we're all a little waterlogged.
Honestly,
I'm
it's
glad.
amazing we can talk underwater at all.
I think it's best we all get some warm food, and again, more revels. We've had a wonderful day.
So there wasn't talking? We heard a booming voice that sounded like it was garbled coming through several feet of water.
And you're wondering if that was the shark. Interesting. Did you hear the
What?
shark speak?
What it was?
I have not encountered speaking shark.
Well, outside of magic,
No,
I've never
speaking
heard of
the
a
weird.
speaking shark. No, but it was a weird dream. Did anyone else have a weird dream?
I'm
Just me?
My apologies, says the drow. My companion is not being clear about that. We saw the dead shark already at that point and knew that you all had won, taking victory from the clutches of its rightful owners. But the voice came clearly when you all were in this chamber.
Oh,
You can play dumb, you're all very well suited.
It very well could have been me speaking loudly. You know, I have been told I project.
I'm sorry. I'm really confused because you said rightful winner, but I didn't see you the entire time we were fighting the shark. So you were far enough behind that we thoroughly killed the shark and explored an extra room before you even showed up. So it's just weird that you said that because we are clearly the rightful winners. Did you misspeak? Is it a translation thing? Because I know common very hard.
you can see the drow's hand at his side start to kind of twitch, and there's a little sparkle of arcane beginning.
And I shut
as-
out the first 2 inches of my rapier.
as the ogre puts a firm hand on the drow's shoulder.
Is this absolutely necessary?
We're gonna find out.
I don't think so. We've all had long days. I think y'all did a great job. We saw what y'all went through. We got turned around a little bit and went through one of the back passageways. Great work. I'm a fan. And how about we all get out of here before, anything else bigger and meaner comes up in this whole thing to get
I
us.
would happily like to buy the second runners-up a drink.
The drow opens his mouth and you can see Maggie's hand squeeze on it and it closes again. Io's been shooting daggers over at him this entire time, and she turns with a pained grin and nods. Do you all need any assistance? I think I know Dermot was healing the. I apologize. Older man. Are the rest of you all right?
I'm pretty good. I am.
Yes, I'm ready for a meal.
I'm hungry.
As long as we're
Oh,
not
you're
encountering anything else, I should be fine.
Attached.
Are we alive right now? Or are we dead?
We're alive,
We're
good man. You live to fight another day.
Dermot has thoroughly healed you and I think done a suitable job.
If I'm understanding customs correctly, he kissed you back to health.
I honestly think I kind of overhealed you because I used all of my slots on that.
Oh,
You just weren't coming back.
Huh. Okay.
So, yeah, go.
No one talks like
Good man.
And with that, you are able to navigate your way back through the grotto with the assistance of your competitors. It seems that they've cleared out the other pathway from what you all took. So both of you, no matter which way you go, are able to make it through with little to no. Oh my gosh, I've lost all of the little to no roadblocks on the way out. There you go.
yeah.
Upon reaching the surface, back
It was a swim in the grotto
was just that.
instead of a walk in the park.
I really lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
We're heading back. Does the grotto or the passages that we previously encountered, do they look any different? Anything else look disturbed? Shark is still dead, I hope.
On your way out, following back the path that was taken by your rivals there, you do see some of the poisoned grass that you passed flattened. The body of the shark is still at the bottom of that first room. And getting closer to the entrance, there is several limbs of a giant octopus in different locations around Tuttle.
The map button is not working.
Oh, okay. Cool. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being patient with us through our technical difficulties. I believe we've gotten them sorted now, and the buttons are linked to the proper screens. Where we last left our heroes, you were being guided helpfully out of the grotto through...
They were being
That's
super
super
helpful
helpful.
and helping us avoid all of the octopus pieces.
Yes. And anytime that any of you falls behind, Maggie, reaches back and with big, strong, muscular arms pulls you forward back to the main group so that you're not at risk of any of the creatures that might be laboring within the darkness.
I go out of my way to have her do that just because I think it's nice. I'm like, oh no, I'm falling behind again. Oh, Maggie.
Oh, please help me. Just vaguely floating.
I ship it.
And then at one point, I think it would just be better if I held on to you.
Just ride Maggie out. She will let you. She's my favorite NPC.
Mine too.
So as you all, as a group, the 10 of you, break the surface, heading out of the entrance to the Emerald Grotto, you see a crowd with bated breath, and when you enter together, there's like a
Don't worry, we
who
won.
has the emerald pendant.
I think
Oh,
I
I
had a
think I
shark.
do. Wait, what? Oh, from the shark. You have that, right?
Do I have that? I
Would you
don't
like-
remember. Where is that inventory?
The
One of
thing
us
you
had
got for the
Upon holding up the necklace, the crowd
think I
erupts
had it.
into cheers and applause as the council member, Ushru, who set you all up to this task, the elder, takes the hand and holds it up for the crowd to see with lots and lots of aplomb and cheering. And with this, we have our victors of the Festival of Merit!
Woohoo! I'm cheering, I'm clapping.
As is customary, any of you who would like to celebrate our victors this year may be able to find them at the Unbroken Tusk, where they will be served delicious pies, the best this side of the Ashspire Peaks, by Agatha Silverspoon, our very own. And you see the orc from the beginning step up, holding a pie in
And bring your horses. That was not my accent.
So, as the crowd's starting to disperse and go back to the party now that the main event's over, so there is the prize money. I do need that pendant back in order to give you the prize money so we can use it again next year.
Of course. Then
Probably
But-
wasn't worth anything.
the shark is dead.
Oh, that's fine. We'll get another one. Hands over a sack of 100 gold.
Handy.
One.
Do you want me to help with that?
20. We each get 20.
We'll divvy it. I'll put it back in. We'll divvy it up at the end.
With that, you are basically free for the evening. You know that you have the rooms already covered for the next night by Agatha as part of your prize, and the city is ready to welcome you. You are able to basically go anywhere you would like and are greeted with a free round of whatever they offer. It's still, a quiet and a smaller community here, so there's not unlimited to go around, but everywhere
crawl?
gets free samples.
I throw my arms around Maggie's waist and go, "You're going to have to drink all my drinks for me, Maggie."
Oh, I don't partake.
Oh. And then I turn to the drow, throw an arm around him. "Do you drink?"
Does a fish breathe water?
"Then you'll drink my drinks?"
Will you have touched them first?
"Of course not."
Yes.
That's see, it is fun not being a sore loser.
Don't push it.
We are in for a long night.
I kind of lean forward and I go, for what it's worth, I'm still trying to find if this is endearing or not.
The human of that group, for the first time since you all left the grotto, snorts. Just
I love it.
and with that, is there anything that y'all would like to do in Jagao this evening?
Well, whatever
Get
we
that
do,
drow drunk.
We'll roll his constitution.
no, I just have something for when we're all at the Unbroken Tusk later.
Okay, great.
I would like some food.
You're here.
Yes.
Well, we should probably get the private booth.
I thought we could go and sample all of the food carts.
Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, that sounds fun. This is fun. We're having fun.
Do you not usually have?
I can't remove my bandages. It is a religious thing, so I will eat when I'm in private.
I mean, we could. Is there? We have a card. Just have a
I'll
card.
eat at the end of the night. It's fine. I'm not even that hungry.
I could pull a bandage
No.
and look away as I...
No, please do not.
I'm saying we could acquire the items for you to sample privately on your own.
It's fine.
Belle could have...
Well, Belle will be eating with us. That is not the question. Belle is a very big girl. He pats her.
I try to be inclusive, and this is how I'm treated.
Rebels! Oh, shit. Sorry.
How many have you had?
None yet.
All right? The evening's revelries continue on. Everywhere you go, you're getting slaps on the back and congratulations and questions about how the grotto looked, if it's changed, did they do the courses differently, what were the challenges? And
I got bit by a shark right here.
I thought that was the turtle that bit you.
I got bit by a turtle right here.
She was wonderful. The arm wrestling, 2 in a row. I tell them the story of.
I thought it was Cassius that bit you.
Cassius bit me right here.
I haven't done that for years.
I've known you that long?
No.
This is like 5 drinks in.
We should get Cassius drunk and then shave his beard.
You touch my beard now, I'll rip your throat out.
Io leans over.
You will find that very difficult, my friend.
Io clinks glasses as she leans over and says, yeah, I did that to Urban a few years ago. It hasn't grown back still. And Urban gets like a kind of dark look on his face as you see the peach fuzz that's not actually.
Impressive.
So I have to say, you stole my chance at adventure today, but it couldn't have been done by a better example of what I want to do here. So why don't you tell me what really happened?
Well, we were fighting the shark, and it had a spear in its side. And we killed the shark, pulled the spear out. I think you did
The
that.
spear had nothing to do with, yeah.
It made the shark glow.
It was a tracking device.
I don't know about that. But anyway, and after that, there was a big rumbling, and then a hole opened up. And then I was in the back of the pack, so I wasn't really sure what happened. But then we went in there, and we fell asleep, maybe sleeping charm, some kind of magic. And then I had a very strange dream about the guy, and he was like tied up, and he was like, Moon Maiden, save me, blah. And I was like, I don't even know who the Moon Maiden is, so I cannot call her for you.
And actually, I had a weird dream that I turned into some sort of gray thing with long black hair and no distinguishable features. None of you had that dream, right?
Yeah,
Right? That was just...
that was after the first dream.
Right. None of you also had that. Okay, perfect.
So that one. No.
Cassius, did you have a dream?
Yes.
Did you turn into pudding?
Pudding?
Again.
Did you eat pudding?
I don't.
Anyway, Valerie, did you have a dream?
I had a dream. I don't want to talk about it.
That is fair.
I will surely think about it later.
It must have been very concerning finding us just sleeping at the bottom of an ocean. Yeah.
You're not going to ask Char if she had a dream?
Oh, shark doesn't seem to like to share.
Does the name Alexian mean anything to you?
Not offhand.
He needed help. That's who we saw.
So you had the same dream as me?
Yes. Sean.
You're telling me that you had a connected vision of some sort of creature whose name was lost to time, who's requesting assistance.
From the Moon Maiden.
Where are you, a cop?
No, but I want to help. I've been hanging out at this damn festival looking for adventure this whole time, and not a single thing's popped up. Don't get me wrong, the games were fun. But we're not here for small fries anymore. The 5 of us, we've been together a little bit, and it's fucking time for some heroics. So,
You should head to Whitestone. I heard they're having all kinds of heroics up there.
that's mighty far. We'd like to look over our own community here for a bit first before we go helping the world abroad. But you might see us around, because I think I'd like to follow up on where this adventure leads. And that way, if you ever fall behind in the future, well, you can help us the way that we helped you.
Of course. We will share all the information you want us to as soon as your drow friend says that I did a good job.
He is face down on the table at this point of the evening, and you just see
In drow, that is like a thumbs up.
Do the drow have thumbs?
Yes, you can see his thumbs.
Oh, maybe that's it. Okay. See, look, he gave you a thumbs up.
That means fuck you.
Is the conversation happening at the Unbroken Tusk?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So I have a big thing of ale.
Oh
And we're all
no.
drinking.
Oh no.
Drinking.
But Dax is slurping.
Do you think I should give our new friends warning?
No, I think it is fine.
I'm very thirsty.
I've been watching Maggie eat all night, so it can't be any worse than that.
I brought my own napkin.
It's very nice. Maggie, are you married?
Josiah, seeing that, takes his mug and like shoves his face as far as it will go and starts. It doesn't taste any different.
I just point to the beak.
Oh,
You know, a friend, Dax, I've watched many a bird drink, and if you were to get some in your beak and then put your head back, you would just kind of slide. Okay.
I like you.
Thank you.
All right.
Always need to tell someone.
Who wants to play a drinking game with Belle?
She always wins.
How? What kind of game can you play with her?
Will you drink until one of you passes out?
And she's got a hollow leg, I tell you.
No one tells Char that horses can't get drunk. Good job. It's better.
I would like to secretly. That's a deep. Okay, that's a caltrop. There you go.
Oh, did you find one?
Yes, right there. Watch out. You see it? Sorry.
No, I don't.
Straight down. There you are. That's why I'm like, where'd it go? I would like to have very covertly, or at some point, like when I was getting drinks or whatnot, I would have made a point of like keeping little bits of food and sending him up over to Sean's room so that he can try a little bit of everything.
That's so sweet.
But nobody can know.
God
Nobody
forbid they
can
find
know.
out you're friendly.
No.
So, when she mentioned
Alexian.
did any of them look pissed off or anything about it?
Roll insight.
Pissed.
23.
Woohoo!
All of them seem to have honest reactions when they were like, no idea. It does seem like from having a 23, Galcerian's the only one that's like actually angry about having lost. Io, she's disappointed that they didn't perform better, but like she is fair and like totally understands that y'all won. Maggie, like I said, like she's just there for fun. Irvin, he seems a little fixated on Dax, but doesn't react to Alexian. And then Dermot's also getting a little bit in the cups with everything that's been going on, but he's just kind of having a good old time sitting up on his stool, just kind of looking around, smiling.
Is it true what they say about goblins?
Well, it depends on what clan you're from in the region. But we are very, very into learning in my family, if that is the case that you're asking about.
No, not at all. But that's very interesting, and I'm not going to ask any follow-up questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people assume that we were going to be smithies based on the region, but I've always just been around.
Valerie.
It's just an impressive codpiece. That's all I'm saying.
How did we go from strangers across the bar to a friendship circle? In what has it been? A day?
Well, I mean the I can't even remember the damn name of the something of merit.
Festival of Merit.
Festival of Merit. Well, the festival will, I guess, attract many different kinds. And, you know, if there's a group of outsiders, they seem to gravitate towards each other. I mean, are we friends? Is that what this is?
I
Is this what friends are?
I had liked you previously.
But I mean, I was just like over here and you were over there.
That's kind of what I liked about it.
Oh. I mean, we could do that. I can ignore you
I know.
from now
No,
on.
that's not what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I don't know if I would have chosen a circle of friends for myself. So if this has been thrust upon me, then I guess I deal with it. I guess I'm just asking, tomorrow when we all wake up, do I just leave?
I mean, that's up to you.
Why would you just leave?
Yeah, are you guys having this conversation in front of us?
Yeah.
Or, okay. Hey, guys,
Yeah.
typically, this is a private conversation that you are having.
Then why are you listening?
No, I'm saying you're not having it currently.
I'm at the bottom of my second glass, and now I'm wondering how I got here.
I mean, through the gates, right?
I guess that's all the answer I needed, huh?
Well, you could have flown in.
That's true. Do you fly? I've not seen you fly. Do you fly?
Why is there U.S.? Yes, of course I fly.
Nah.
You're an Aerococra. Why wouldn't you fly?
Why wouldn't I fly? That's right.
I did meet an Austrian Aerococra once who could not fly, but had killer legs.
If you
Well, we could help this Alexian fellow. Maybe if we save him, he'll give us a prize.
I have been
Token of
without work.
appreciation.
I have been without work for some time.
Work has been slow because of this festival.
That is true. Why is it when there's a festival, I mean, there's like an uptick in crime, like petty stuff, right? But like a downturn of like all the organized stuff, right? Am I right?
And then,
Yeah.
business is just slow for like a month. It takes like a month for people to start going missing again.
Right, exactly. Thank you. Yes.
if you don't mind me butting into y'all's conversation here, I have to say that if I learned one thing from my years hunting alone, you catch a lot more with friends. Even if they, drive you nuts sometimes. And she pushes Galsarian just the right way so that his leaning falls and he hits his head on the table again. And then she just kind of rubs his back and pats him.
Okay, that looked fun.
Yeah. And
Char,
like take my
if you
elbows off the table.
if you are considering going on a long journey, may I suggest a wonderful cart driver and horse?
I wouldn't dream of not inviting you along.
Well, if that's the case, I need to
Sean.
get to Belle to bed. She'll be so grumpy in the morning.
Especially after how much she's
Have we
had to
not-
drink.
Yes.
Let the record show that if Belle's going to bed, we all outdrink Belle.
Yes!
Shortly after Sean takes Belle to bed, Agatha is cleaning the glasses. Oh, did I call you the wrong name again?
No, you just
Oh.
said Sean
Takes
took
her
her to
to
bed.
Oh,
My horse-
sorry. Sean
Pudding.
puts Belle to bed.
Putting my horse to bed.
You can see that Agatha is starting to like clean the glasses more and more vigorously, just like staring at the nine of you as nobody else is left in the bar.
Agatha, just go to bed. I'll close up. You're good.
Oh dear, that's not how this works. Shooting for Irish and went straight Midwestern. Wow.
She must be from Eberron.
Yes.
We're on Wisconsin.
Okay, it's been 2 months. All of the accents are reset.
They're
If you've
just-
seen
yeah.
the first couple episodes,
that's fine.
whatever starts now is going to be the accent for the rest of it. Oh dear, that's not how this is going to work. But I'm happy to send you up to your drinks with a cask. You just can't be down here.
Up the stairs.
And we get up
Up the stairs.
and we Dax goes to bed.
I will also retire, yeah.
Going to bed.
As you were all exiting, Irvin kind of pulls Dax aside just a little bit. And he's clearly a little intoxicated by now, but I didn't know how to say this, but I touched you when I was trying to wake you guys up,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you're like me.
What is he again?
He's a human.
Okay.
Consecuted? This isn't your first life. We walk this.
I'm sorry if my feathers dirtied your hands.
Oh, no. I mean, like, I've never met anybody like me.
Then what do you mean?
Do you
like me?
remember? Do you remember your last life?
I'm living my past life, my only life.
I saw you.
What did you see?
There was some violence, and it was you, but it wasn't you.
Oh, someone's had too much to drink.
Hey, maybe. Think about it. Think about it.
Is anyone else looking at me?
Nobody. There's nobody else in the bar, but this like Agatha's like she's looking, but more in the just like hurry the fuck up, hurry the fuck up. I want to go to bed kind of way.
I will.
And like nobody else is.
And how
Okay.
would I have heard you initiate this conversation?
You probably would have seen Irvin like pulling Dax aside, but like he is speaking quietly and took him far away from everybody else.
So I will shift so my back is to Agatha, and I will shift to show him and go, I don't think you saw anything. And then as I turn back, normal walks away.
He kind of stands frozen for a second as he watches you walk away, and then in his drunken state just yells like, "If you know something that can keep us both safe, you better tell me, man."
I will just, you remember Bam Margera from back in the day, how you would just like do that as you
Yeah.
walked away? That's what Dex does.
Sean
it's better.
sits up. Sean sits up from his stall that he's sharing with Belle and casts sleep on Irvin, so he'll be quiet.
Maggie is walking over to collect him, so as you cast sleep, she just kind of scoops him up. And they are also staying here, so carries him up the stairs, and they go to their own.
Just like,
They go to their own wing.
Before I forget, how the hell do you spell Irvin? Because every way I'm thinking of it, it does.
ERWIN.
IRVAN.
Oh.
See?
Irvan?
I'm like, how is it? I don't know.
I would have done IRVAN.
IRVAN. Irvin. There we go. Because I keep using it. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
So, unless there's anything y'all would like to do before bed, that is the end of the Festival of Merit.
What am I in a private room?
I think when we got you, and I'll have to look back at this, but I believe y'all got 2 rooms to split between you that were free. So, like, it's kind of up to y'all how you wanted to split that up, because that was in conversation with the 3 of you. The 2 of you already had rooms when you got there.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you wanted the private room with Sean and Cassandra,
Sean's sleeping with
then-
Belle.
So, yeah, you got a private room then.
So I paid for 2 rooms and then I slept with Belle.
And
So
now
guys have-
tonight it's free.
Okay, so I will probably spend time with the jewel, attempting to attune to it. And I think I would like to like fashion it into like an earring accessory for daily wear.
So, as you start to try to focus to attune to it, you already are.
Cool.
It's
Can I do an arcana check to like, does that mean something?
yeah, go ahead.
It's a natural one.
You must have just forgotten.
Wow.
Like maybe when you were passed out because you were holding it, because like a lot of times you do it over a long rest. Like
I'm so good.
size wise, as far as like the earring thing, it is about like yay big. It's pretty hefty.
So in the magical description, it says that it will change to like the wearer's size. So I was hoping it would maybe just magically change to a different type of jewelry that would work.
As you focus on the pendant to try and make that attunement, realizing that's already been done, it starts to shift in your hands and becomes, I would say, roughly the size of a communion wafer, but that doesn't mean anything in this world. So,
That's like a half. That's like $1 coin or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like hanging from one of your horns?
I would like to say like a gauge, if that could be something that a dragonborn could have. Well, there's like fins, so maybe whatever type fins are there.
Yeah. I'm into it.
Okay.
I was just trying to imagine a dragonborn with ears. I was
Right.
like, oh.
That sounds horrible.
Okay. And
I guess you could pierce the hole in the side of.
No, thank you.
Daybreak comes with a knock on each of the doors of your room. You can kind of hear it going past him. The voice of Elder Ushru comes through the door. Travelers, I wish to tell you something of grave import. Will you have morning meal with me? He pauses and then sheepishly adds, I do have the right wing, don't I?
I poke my head out and I go, sure.
Oh,
And my
excellent.
head back and close the door.
I'll wait by the stairs. You can hear him shuffle off.
I head down as soon as I get my minutes.
I spent part of my evening individually counting out the 100 coins or the 5
One.
divvied.
One.
1, 1, 2.
I'm already sitting at the table with a dirty plate.
The table next to yours is set for 6, with like a full breakfast setup. And Elder Usher comes down and please, I'm so sorry you've already eaten. I was going to get breakfast for the whole group, but
It's
please.
fine. It is fine. I enjoy watching other people eat.
Oh, well, please join. Yes.
Get up, go down.
Oh, you should get the bowl for that.
Oh, yes, right. Is that the case?
Yeah,
Okay.
you like that better.
Oh. Agatha, could you bring a side bowl?
Agatha would know what's best.
And she just puts an empty bowl next to your plate, so you have it for use if you'd like. Once you're all down. It was quite the spectacle yesterday, and I'm really excited to have some more outsiders actually participating in the Festival of Merit. Usually it feels so insular. It's fun to have it more open to the community and to have others win. Oh, we're going to have a big festival next year. The word of this gets out.
I hope so.
Well, seeing as we're all, I'm sure, planning on vacating this Jigao at some point, will be great advertisement for the following year as winners,
And I'll be back.
spreading the word.
That is part of what I wanted to talk to you all about, actually. If
They're
you
kicking
are
us out.
vacating.
That was fast.
I
No,
didn't. I
know,
thought
it's-
It was gonna happen.
All the crimes that Valray did, I believe, are legal.
Oh, I mean, we haven't been made aware of any crimes. You all are on our guests in our city. But a vision came to me last night. A golden amulet rose to the surface of a pool of blood. Countless hands lunged upward to grab it through the blood. In turn, they all fell back into the pool until only one remained. The one whose hand claimed the amulet was a handsome man with curly hair and a somber expression. He turned to me and said, They must find me, the ones from the grotto. Tell me, did anything happen to you in that place that would help me to understand this vision?
We've been over this so many times. So we were fighting the shark. And
I
Sean tells
grabbed the spear.
the same story he's told already a few times.
Who is this again?
This is Elder Ushru. He's the one that basically like described the rules, got y'all set up, gave you the prize money, like that kind of stuff.
Okay, I'm down for him now.
Handsome man, curly hair, somber
me.
expression.
Right, and his name was Alexian. Does that mean anything to you?
I don't recognize the name.
And he was very concerned about the moon maiden.
Moon Maiden.
Also, pools
Weaver?
of blood. Were you in a temple to the Raven Queen? They have pools of blood.
Oh, I was in a dream. So comfortably in my bed. And hopefully there's not pools of blood there.
Is
You
there
would have noticed right away.
I think so.
The smell alone.
a pool that the blood was in? Was it a place that you recognized?
It wasn't. It was very dark and seemed to have an illumination of its own through the viscous red of the fluid.
Mm-hmm.
I
Kuatoa blood glows.
have you all shared the fact that you have the pendant, or is that still being hidden?
I don't know that. So if I told the story, I have no idea that there was a pendant at all.
I don't. Did we know that there was a pendant, or did you
I think
keep that from us?
Char grabbed it before we got in there.
Did
Yeah.
grab it, and I did not tell you.
Yeah.
Did not
Yeah.
plan on telling you. So. But it is my fancy new earring.
Well, if you are all so inclined, given that your visions seem to connect to mine, I think that there is possibly something very grim happening. And since there is something grim happening, possibly a piece of a vestige of divergence reaching out to all of us, I would recommend heading somewhere that is possibly connected if you're interested in learning more.
We should definitely go.
Yes, I think that if this ancient spirit or god or whatever it is reaching out, is reaching out to all of us, and perhaps go to the source somewhere that's connected to where the gods split from us. Bazozan is a grim town under the control of the Aurora Watch. Not a pleasant place to visit, but if you tell me what you tell me is true, what you experienced, maybe the only place to find. He has a brief moment where his face whole
He's having a stroke.
People do not stumble upon visions of this nature by accident. And if it is connected to the calamity as so much is, there is no place in Jorhath where the memory lingers stronger than in Balsazar.
I mean, I was going to visit eventually, so I know the road.
Bazozan will be far more amiable for employment.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And the roads are quite dangerous these days.
Is there a library or something like that here?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
There is a quite lovely library within the temple.
I'll join you if you want to visit.
Yeah.
It's in the temple, so they're going. All the good stuff's going to be censored, but use that.
Usually the dirty books are downstairs.
No, the heathenist books and the ones about summoning demons. The churches never have those.
That's what your imagination's for.
Touche.
Thank you for the guidance. I think we will stop at the library and then go on to Bazzoxan.
I will send word if another vision appears to me, but that is, in my best guess, where this one is pointing.
Your guess is as good as ours.
It is a lovely earring, by the way.
Probably your guess is better.
Yes, Shaw, where did you get? Did you have that? You haven't worn that once since we've been traveling.
It was a prize from, wasn't it? Didn't they
No,
give
this was
it?
actually something of my mother's I inherited from home. I've been nervous to wear it proudly, but I feel good after yesterday's wins.
You should.
Can you make an Arcana check?
100% believer.
Or an insight check?
I will say not insight. You could Arcana.
Insight into if she's telling the truth or not.
No, but you could roll Arcana.
Okay. I'm not good at that, so. 2.
Beautiful, beautiful earring.
The only reason I wanted to roll insight is because Sean's been going through their bags the entire trip. We haven't seen that earring once.
Have we rolled to go through the back?
No, just in the months that they've been traveling, the weeks they've been traveling together, he doesn't sleep much, so what else is he going to do?
All right. So with that, Urshu leaves you with the recommendation that you all continue to try and find who this Elixion is and help them, because if they have manifested in this way, they clearly have a lot of power and they seem incredibly desperate and in need of aid. And he will see you off. Or rather, he will show himself out, say goodbye to all of you. anybody with, I would say, an 11 or higher passive perception, you do notice that Irvin was at the top of the stairs listening in. And Urshu was not at all trying to like hide the conversation. He's speaking very openly about the situation.
And Irvin heard the story about what we saw last night, right?
Yeah.
Before
Friends.
we part ways. 20 gold.
Thank
20.
you.
I want to message Irvin.
I give each of you 5 from my share.
Okay.
Did I count it wrong?
Pourquoi?
Oh no, it's just I have enough food for my horse, and that is enough for me.
Thank you.
Your horse's food is your food.
No, I just make sure Belle has food.
Huh.
Friends.
One is good.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna message Irvin and just say that.
Oh shit.
Why?
Wait, what
were
did you say?
Well, it's magic.
Damn it.
I mean,
I don't think it would be wise for us to stay in town.
so I have a really low perception, so I'm assuming seeing you being.
Well,
looking
I
at
also
my-
caught it, so I was letting the rest of you know why we did that.
See you in Bassazan.
Safe travels.
Back at you.
Irvin was listening in on the conversation, and I know Io is very excited to go on adventures. So if we want to get this vestige of divergence, we should not tarry.
And
But we need to go to the library
Irvin.
Why?
because the library has books.
There might be good research here.
And I kind of like motion for all of you to come in closer.
I don't want to get too close to your beak.
I think your beak is wonderful.
Thank you. I like go up and point it downwards. Irvin said some
I
disturbing.
can't hear you. It's a bit muffled. Can you point your beak up?
Getting down and pointing it upwards. Irvin said some weird things to me last night, and I think he's going to make a move against someone's life.
One of our lives?
Are you sure he wasn't just hitting on you?
I've been hit on many, many times. That
By
was not
threatening murder?
You've never threatened to murder someone, to hit on them? Obviously, you do not hang out with a lot of Git Yankee. Am I right? Am I right?
I've been hit on in a plethora of ways, but he said something about a past life, and I think he might be obsessed with me. And I look over. Is he still standing over there?
Well, I've already packed the cart with. If you just want to bring down your luggage, we could leave immediately. Be in Basozan in how long would it take?
9 to 15 days.
It'd take
Whoa.
9-10 days.
We have to stock up then for that.
I already have.
We have?
You guys slept in.
I guess we were trapped, so we would be partially set up. Well, I mean, give us an hour in the temple, and then we can head out. It is a long trip regardless.
Okay.
Right? Cosias?
What does the group think?
Do they loan books?
No,
Wow.
but we can talk to one of the librarians. Maybe they'll know the name. I just want to check.
Information.
I would just like to point out there's also libraries in Basozan. They would probably have better books on the cataclysm there.
Perhaps if we get clues now, we can think about them on the way.
Maybe staying a step ahead.
So are just the two of you going to the library then, and the rest of you are packing up? Is there anything else that people had wanted to do?
I would say, yeah, just the two of us want to go, so we'll go together, and then everyone else can get ready.
I would like to see if I'll be right back. And I'm going to go upstairs and see if anybody of the other group is still within their rooms or if they've all vacated their spaces.
So it's been, I'd say, roughly like, say, 5-10 minutes as this conversation was happening
Sure.
since Irvin departed after the message. Gone.
Okay.
And I come up to the top of the stairs and go, are they already gone?
They're gone.
There is, what is, oh, I have it in front of me. Hello. with
Yeah, no, my stats are shit.
that's okay. It's a piece of paper on top of it. So there's just like a note left.
Yay!
in
I would notice a note.
Io's room on top of the desk, and it just says, on the off chance that you came to check in on us, we're headed to Bazazan. We hope to run into y'all on the road. Period. This whole vision thing is such a mess, but we'll pass along any information I happen to come across. Best of luck, Io.
Does the note say that they're already way ahead of us?
Well, not quite way ahead, but they seem to be offering quite a bit of assistance. Normally, it's not that.
It's the friend ploy. They're the friendliest things, so that way we trust them, and then they'll be the first ones to
And
stab
do you
us.
guys know how much money we could sell a Vestige of Divergence for?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Awesome. It sounds
Can I
important.
make a history check, or can I just...
Yeah, I think
Lord,
you would
no.
know, yeah.
Oh, okay. The Vestiges of Divergence... I'm assuming you guys are already on the way to the library.
She told us to wait, but I was gonna message and say, "Can we leave?"
They're
You told
gone.
us to wait for you.
Well, no, I was going upstairs to check. I don't know if I specifically had mentioned.
Oh, I thought you said hold on, but never.
Oh yeah, no, I did. It's
So
like,
when you say that,
they're gone.
we'll leave.
Okay.
Okay. So Vestiges of Divergence, right?
Tell us while I'm doing stuff, and I'm gonna like clean the shit out of the rooms we stayed in, like turn down everything, dust off the pillowcases, like.
This is why I sleep in straw.
This is
Anyway.
why you're Agatha's favorite patron.
I don't want to be followed.
So the Calamity, right, was a war between the demon princes and the gods, right? Destroyed a lot of stuff. Okay? And as part of that, the gods left by shards of themselves in items. They're incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful items.
That seems careless.
Yeah, they're leaving them all over the world seems more careless, but they were given to their champions. So if it is true that at the end of this quest there's a vestige of divergence, that is beyond priceless. So if they're already going to get there before us, any, like you said, the friend ploy, I mean, this is a race.
What do we do with the vestige of divergence?
I say we sell it.
Oh,
How
but
do
it's
you-
not like a weapon of murder, is it?
It could be. I mean, of the ones I know is a teacup and a fork, and there was a couple swords, I believe, and maybe a cloak.
They're not going to use it to inflict evil on the world or kill us.
Or maybe
Right.
the drow.
They're just, well, that's.
He seemed really grumpy.
I just didn't think he liked you.
But they
But
seem
if
like
it's just a race to riches, then we should get a move on. And if it's a race for our lives, then we should
Definitely
move on.
gotta move on.
Why don't you fly over to the library and let them know that we're leaving within the hour?
I'll do that, and I walk out the door and
Valerie,
Yes, Sean.
do you think we need anything for the journey? I've already packed food and whatnot.
Is there anything else that we would require?
I don't know. Do you think they sell guns here?
I don't know what this is.
Hmm.
No, wait. I've heard of such a thing in a land called Murka.
Um,
Yes.
I guess we'll start walking over there. We'll probably get there after Dax because he's going to fly straight there.
That's true.
So we'll
Are you
take
sure
that.
Belle is ready?
Yes, Bella's been waiting for us.
As we cut across to Char and Caius approaching the Temple of Luxon, the walls of this three-story temple are crafted from semi-translucent glass that seems to glow with its own faint light. The building, which is shaped like a dodecahedron, is dedicated to the Luxon, the first radiance and the patron deity of the Kryn dynasty.
That's
Impressive architecture.
pretty. I wonder what's there.
I head to where I think the library might be.
Walking in the door, there is a drow priest smiling at you coming in.
Hello, priest.
Is there anything that I or the Luxon can help you with today?
Yes, we were investigating a vision, and we wondered if you had any information on a man named Alexian.
Is he from the dynasty?
Would I have any idea about that based on what I saw? I don't know. I'll describe what
Maiden.
he was wearing and like the weird veins thing.
Hmm.
He also mentioned a Moonweaver.
This is rather unfamiliar territory, but you are welcome to take a look at the library. If you go down the stairs to the left, there will be an entryway into the stacks. They are organized by date. So I suppose start at the end if you're looking for something old.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Left side for local occurrences, right side for world knowledge.
Would I be able to infer anything about Alexian by his clothes if he is from this area or if he is...
No, they looked all very I mean, I would say they don't look like anything that you've seen. So it is possible that you could infer from that it is foreign. But they're so outdated and out of the norm that it would be hard to place a location on them.
Okay.
He did say in the vision, I believe, like trapped here in the temple where I made my prayer, but it gave no reference to where that was.
Okay, so I'll peruse the stacks. I don't know how far we're gonna get. I'm looking for mentions of Alexian, of the jewel's name. Do I know what the jewel's name is because I've attuned to it, or?
You know what it does because you've attuned to it?
But I wouldn't know what it was called.
I think, with attunement it would tell you.
Okay.
It is the Jewel of Three Prayers.
Okay, so I'll look for any mention of that, but I don't. Yeah, so I'll look for any of that.
Refresh my memory. In the vision, did he mention anything about a jewel or an object or something like that?
I believe he did say, let me double check what's written here.
If nothing else, the elder mentioned a jewel.
From his dream.
Yeah, he was saying everyone at the blood pool was trying to grab a jewel that was
That's
floating on the surface.
Yes,
It's an old
correct.
fool.
I'm imprisoned. Please help me. Moonweaver, I beg of you, guide those blah blah blah. The Moonweaver, you do know, is the goddess of the moon. So like anytime that's come up, you can go ahead and copy, delete, paste, whatever I said with that. But
I'm gonna start in the world section and start at the end.
it goes over like the whole section that you start on in the last shelf is like creation myths, and like different. It kind of alternates between like actual research that's been done of people trying to figure out how long the world's been here, and then just like full on mythology based on
My
religion.
God cried a tear, and the tear grew moss, and the moss became the earth.
And given that it's D&D, it could happen.
Are there any books that specifically mention like that focus on like the gods?
Yes, there are several tomes.
Okay, so I want to go through one of those and look for the Moon Weaver.
Okay. All right. And you are able to find a book on the Moonweaver, just on like basically practice of faith around the moon and around the kind of split between the mythology of the moons, that she only represents the primary moon. She does not represent Ruidus, that it's its own kind of piece of kind of, I'm losing my words right now, dark lore, basically. Whereas the moon is a sign of light. It's predictable. It goes on a course. It changes with the seasons, and it kind of talks about like her influence shedding light into the darkness.
Okay. Anything in there that mentions like jewels or anything like that? Okay.
Nope.
I feel like we're wasting time. If we had more time, then I feel like this would be good. But
Yes, there's nothing but dust, and more dust.
Is there anyone in the library?
Not that you see, but as that conversation happens, all of a sudden, behind you, the Drow priest is back. I apologize, we have so few people make it down to this section. I must have forgotten to dust it myself. If you'd like to take that with you, you're welcome to. Just please return it next time you're in Jagao.
I'm generous.
Yes, I would like.
Is there a limit?
It depends.
Only so much will fit on the cart, because I.
I mean,
After 3, you're being greedy.
to be fair, in a temple to the Luxon, it's fairly rare that anybody's looking for information on the Moonweaver.
So this section here is creation.
Yes.
Is there like a
Calamity.
pre-calamity, but like leading up right to the calamity?
Calamity is 3 rows back, so I would go 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go there.
Most of the shelves are empty.
Look at that.
We left space for expansion.
That seems wise.
It's just one book in there. They're like, this is what I think.
Of the books that are there any that like are an overarching, like, general knowledge?
There is like an atlas of Jorhas
Okay.
that kind of talks about how the landmarks used to look versus how they look now. But it's clear that there's a lot of information pre-calamity that was lost. So like that's why all these creation pieces are on that myth side. And then after the calamity, shelves are full.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
What
welcome
do you
to the
think?
atlas as well.
Shall we go?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll take this atlas too, if that's all right.
Yes, have at.
Any other recommendations off the top of your head?
Oh, well, and he walks down a couple more shelves. I personally love Founding of the Kryn Dynasty and Supremacy of the Luxon.
I'll take it.
Excuse me.
Thank you for your help, and we will definitely return these soon.
Thank you, Chrysias.
How do you know my name?
How do you not know mine?
I didn't ask you.
Oh, may the Luxon light your way.
Oh, that was quite cool.
What is your name?
Ilana,
Okay.
now you know.
Have we met before?
I don't think so.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank you, Char. Kind of you.
All right, let's go.
Who
Okay.
didn't know your names after being winners of the...
That is
I
true.
forgot it again.
The Festival of
Festival of Merit. God.
Yeah,
This is why I
but
need to
don't
write
know.
things
This is a
down.
priest that's like
I
dedicated.
don't know if they
to their
ever
shit.
really said our names. They just kind of pointed at us in a crowd.
I
What
just
was
raised my hand up like, oh.
What was his name
Should we
again?
inside?
It was Balana Zolead.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
You sure about that?
Bolana?
Yes.
Like Bellini, but not.
Bolana what?
Zolead.
Okay, I'm gonna incite that. For
Does anyone smell garlic?
That's amazing.
16.
She's friendly. Like, it doesn't seem like there's a. I mean, I think that the logical conclusion is it is from the little local celebrity moment and like word got around as people chatted.
Priests can be into sport as well.
Can I also do an Arcana check?
You mean detect magic?
To detect
Not
magic.
detect magic, just Arcana to see if there's anything like weird magic going on.
Yes.
He's currently touching your butt.
8.
It's a temple.
Yeah.
Everything's magic.
Okay.
So I tell Valray, oh, you know what we should do? And I would like to stop by like what equivalent of a post office and then check in with them saying we're going to
Bazin.
Bazin. And if they have anything going that way, and then like we can get cash on delivery for delivering anything, like letters and packages and stuff.
Ooh.
In the mail cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, why not? Two birds, one stone.
things don't really go to Bazazan unless they're with the Aurora Watch.
Okay, so you don't have anything?
No,
Okay, that's
I
fine.
would recommend not going to Bazazan.
Oh, we have to. Our big friends have already left for there, and there's a lot of money to be made, so we have to. But I understand. It's not for everyone, but my horse has never seen it, so.
Gotta. That's the male horse. Gotta see the world.
As you're talking about the Aurora Watch, and with my kind of mercenary background, would I know what I have heard about the Aurora Watch? Is it? I'm trying to remember if it's a larger name or more localized.
It is, yeah. So
Okay.
it is a part of the Kryn dynasty,
Right.
and then the Aurora Watch is specifically is keeping the peace around Bazazan and around like basically maintaining the demons
I was just
from
saying,
leaving.
is in where the giant hole to
demon
hell
pit
is?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think. We may have some difficulty actually entering into Bazazan if the Aurora Watch is.
Oh, I'm sure they'll let me in. I've been there many times. Though, if we are going to Bazazan, maybe we should pick up some cold iron weapons.
I mean, I have these. Then I'll bring out my hand axes.
No, I just mean demons, cold iron is good for that. Yeah.
They feel cold.
I
Unless
just got my
they've
weapons
been-
door.
All right. Yeah. There are of course regular blacksmiths and whatnot in Chagao. Were y'all still going to the temple?
So, what do you, them?
Yeah.
So I would have started walking first, and as you guys left, you would have seen me just walking.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna go to the temple, and I'm gonna wait outside.
Roughly about the time you arrive is them exiting the building.
So as we're walking up the stairs before we get there, what does that earring mean? You said it was special to you.
Yes, my mother, she died shortly before I embarked on this journey. She had a hard life, but she worked hard, and she was able to provide a meager existence and was excited for me to hit the road. So, to show her support, she created this for me.
It's very pretty.
She had many skills.
Yeah, she did well.
Thank you. You were researching the calamity. What was your interest in that?
I don't know if maybe there's some connection to the vision that we had with the calamity.
Do I know what the calamity is?
I would say generally, it was the battle between gods, basically like for humanity at one point, where the gods then locked away the betrayer gods so that they could no longer harm humanity, but in the process locked themselves away as well. So that's why there's no direct vestiges of the gods except for those of Divergence.
Do you think Alexian was a god?
Or connected to a god, maybe? He was asking for help or forgiveness or something from the moon goddess, correct?
Seemed like it.
So maybe something with that?
Okay. Yeah, I hope more answers await us in Bazazan.
It's gonna be a long trip with that horse.
Well, we made it here in one piece.
Enter Dax.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Not much to be found, I'm afraid.
It was a bust.
I mean, there's lots of books, but not enough time to go through them.
Gotcha. Yeah, the other group heard our conversation, as you know, and left in a hurry. It is surely a race, and they are going to try to sabotage and backstab us every chance they get. By my calculation, I assume Sean and Valray are right about 20 paces behind me.
We made several stops.
Roughly, like, I'd say probably 10 seconds after he says that, you see them start to round the corner.
I was a little.
What are we waiting for then?
We need to stop by a blacksmith.
Apparently, we need more weapons.
Or weapon. Sure.
Do you guys not know what's in Bazozan?
I'm not from here.
Oh, well, in Bazozan, there's a giant hole in the ground that demons just pour out of.
Promise?
Sounds exciting.
So we should get some cold iron weapons for those of us who stab things. Yes,
I-
those will not work on demons.
I stab things with things that are attached to me. I mean,
Would I think that that counts as a magic weapon? Probably not, right?
just me
His
like
claws.
brandishing my claws.
If he's magic, you could like, there's the spell that lets you make your claws.
Yeah. Primal Savage.
There we go.
When it's on a bird or talons,
I just realized I'm like, I
But
could
he also
take
has
I forgot
arms.
to take a long rest.
which would also be talons
Well, I mean, he has feet that are talons, and he also has arms.
that are tipped in talons.
Are they?
I'd say so.
Potato, potato.
They definitely, if you look too long, they start to look weird, like
Talon,
AI
talon.
hands. And the more you look at it, I'm just like,
I just when you said claws, you made me think you were tabaxi, and I was just like, no, we have to differentiate.
Vocabulary.
yeah, I'm not a tabaxi today.
Okay. So we go to a blacksmith, I guess.
You are able to procure some cold iron.
Oh, we need 2 finesse weapons and then something for Valray.
Okay.
So a strength-based weapon of some kind.
Yeah,
One-handed,
you
I'm
can
assuming?
Yes.
So can we do, like, a short sword? You prefer rapiers, right?
Yeah.
A rapier and a hand axe? Rapiers might be a bit pricey, but...
Oh no, sorry. It was this like the look on Margarita's face with the hand axe.
Because that's what you use, right?
Yes. Yeah, I do a wheel hand axe.
I wouldn't mind a dagger too if there's one available.
Or I have 2 scimitars already, so.
Are they cold iron?
I don't know. This just says double-bladed, 2-handed scimitar.
I think that's what we're going to end for now, so that the DM can do some research because this has never come up before. So I appreciate all of y'all joining us tonight. Thank you so much. We especially appreciate our patrons. Oh my gosh, I was so good about it for such a long
You've
time,
always
and it's just
been
all now.
Wonderful.
Here we are. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'll give you a
Okay.
topic.
Talk, talk. Talk, talk, talk.
The radical reconstruction of the South
Is-
after the Civil War was
Do we
direct
think Sean is flammable because of the bandages?
Oh yeah.
I
Is
keep
it-
them very damp.
Is anyone going to...
You're like musty and
So,
Thank you so much to Sparky, Dazzy, Daniel, Rio's mom, Alistair, Rockelman, Eric Fox, Meepo, Dream Lover, Duke Brelin, and Taku Arcana. There's some of you that I'm saying that are not there, but we still are appreciative of how long you were there. And with that, stick around if you're watching live, and in a half hour we'll have Starfinder, and we will come up with a tagline.
Eventually.